What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is the second video on my channel, and today we'll be covering some implementations of some topics I touched on in my previous video. I did get a message asking me to show some more examples and potentially show them the return on some of the trades. So today I'm going to be taking a little bit of a divergence from futures trading and jump into options trading. Now with options trading, it's a little bit different. With options trading, there is a fixed amount of money you can lose. That's how I trade, at least. I like to trade that so that I have a fixed loss. So for my options trades, I don't like to risk more than about 5% of my account, just because I'm an experienced trader, so I moved it up to 5%. But generally the recommended rule is anywhere from 1 to 3% of your account size per risk. And going back into it, so Tesla is an equity. It's a little bit different than futures. It's not super hard to understand. All candlestick patterns, all charts, every price action, all of that applies to all kinds of charts, whether it's futures, cryptocurrency. There's another one that I'm forgetting, currencies. Yeah. Anyways, let's just jump into this, not make this video too long. Okay, so my first trade is something that looks very simple. It is when price had this big move up here, right? So you can see this little bit of a flag, right? Price had a pretty big move up, consolidated downwards, and broke out again, and price began to consolidate again, right? So you immediately notice the lower highs all the way down here, and the lower lows. Pretty bearish, it could just be a flag, but it is bearish for the time being. So I noticed it was in this channel. There were opportunities to short and long this channel. For example, right here, I could have taken a long. I didn't take the long. I forgot why I didn't take the trade. I do believe I was going to take the trade, but then I got distracted by something else. My money was elsewhere. Regardless, so I didn't take this long, but I did take the short. The short was heading into a position of interest for me. This previous rejection here, and this overall downtrend of lower highs. I took the short position with low risk. As you can see, if you notice all these sells and buys, that is my algorithm that I created. I don't know if I mentioned this in my previous video, but I am a computer science student and also a business analytics student. I'm still in college. So I have a little bit of programming background and a financial analysis background. So I was able to create a little bit of an algorithm. I had a internship at a hedge fund. So I have a little bit of a background into algorithm creation. So I created my own algorithm. It is for breakouts. It's kind of for breakouts and trend, and I don't solely rely on it. There's no single thing you solely rely on in trading. It's just a combination of a lot of things, and this is just another tool for me as a trader. Anyways, going back to the trade, I was alerted of this trade by my algorithm. And here I was alerted more. This was all chop though. So when I get an alert and I check the charts and I see this chop, I just ignore it. But this coming into an area of interest, I decided to take the trade, right? So I decided to short around where I got the alert. I started entering my position. I like to scale my positions. So I entered with about 10,000 on the first day, and then I scaled into the position. My total position size is generally 50,000, and keep in mind that does sound like a lot to some people, and when I first started, that is more money than I had ever seen before, but now it's more of like, a casual amount for me in my account sizes. Anyways, manage your risk, size what is comfortable for you and what makes sense, right? Anyways, I like to scale into options positions, and this one paid off very well. I got a return of about 4 to 5x my investment on this trade. As you can see, I didn't take full advantage of this. I didn't take it all the way down to here. I stopped my position out around this other area of interest. That seemed like a pretty good place to stop out my position. I could have made more money, but I wasn't greedy. Again, greed will kill you in the market. So, when you have profits, don't be afraid to take some. So this was a very good trade starting off the year. And I kind of ignored Tesla for a while here until we came into this area. So I got alerted, looks like 6 times. It's just consolidation. I mean, you can tell this as well. This is just straight consolidation. You don't even need any kind of alert to tell this is consolidation. You can see right here, it's just consolidation. Anyways, I just ignored all those alerts. I did set up a personal alert, for a breakout of above this candle close. So I got that alert this day that we broke out of this candle close, and I decided to enter my position. Also, on a positive note, my algorithm did send out a buy here. Again, I was a little bit skeptical of this one because there was a lot of consolidation going on, but that was a good signal to go ahead and take the trade. The risk was worth it. As you can see, this is an 8 RR trade. That is very, very, very good risk. And I took this trade, scaled in on the first day, second day, and maybe the third day. So this was a very good trade, a 10x trade. I took this trade, and right after that, the price, if you notice, came back into this previous area where I shorted it. I didn't short this area. I had previously attempted to short, I believe, I don't think it was Tesla at all, but I got burned on a short, and I was staying away from shorts for a little bit. I was focusing on longs, and I just didn't take that short, although it would have been a 10x return. As you can see, it's a little bit messy. It wasn't the best trade, but if you did manage your risk properly, I did kind of chart it out here. You would have set your stop at the wick here, and if you took this trade, it would have been another 10 RR trade if you took it down all the way back to this area of initial rejection, which would have been a good place, and you could have profit take probably halfway through, and you would have had a pretty good trade on your hands. But this is just to demonstrate that Tesla is very easy, or it's not easy, it's full of opportunity. That's a better way to put it, right? If you notice the opportunity and you take it, it's a cash cow for a lot of traders. That's why a lot of people love Tesla. Anyways, so I didn't take that trade. Unfortunately, I didn't take that trade, but I did keep an eye on Tesla because I got alerted here of a short. I didn't take that short. It was because this was too choppy for me to take that short, and it chopped around this whole area, pretty much. I did chart out this area of a bounce, and I didn't really pay much attention to it. There was another long opportunity here. As you can see, Tesla has a lot of breakouts. So if you're trading Tesla, look for breakouts, and you're going to get rewarded very well. This breakout would have netted you probably around the same as this one, about a 5x return. Very good trade as well. And as you can see, price did reject again. So this area, honestly, is a very strong sell area. So any price breakout above it is very good, right? Anyways, so I did take the short. I did take the short here. I took the short again here from this area of interest. I did keep my risk a little bit lower here. I did chart it all the way down, but I do recall I stopped out of my position probably more around here. A 7-hour trade, still very good. I kept a tight stop because I did get burned on a short in this time frame. I remember this was like August, fall this year, and I wasn't shorting very much, even though there was seasonality to short, but the shorts weren't making sense to me, so I wasn't taking any shorts. Anyways, good trade. And the main trade that I want to focus on today is the recent breakout, right? I wanted to give a more recent example. In my previous video, I showed a trade from maybe a week or two ago, right? So I wanted to give a recent example. This trade was a very, very, very good trade. I didn't take the most profit as I could from this trade. I do know some traders who stuck out with this probably up until around the 350 levels. I did not do that. I took this trade because I got alerted of a buy at the rejection zone by my algorithm. Now, I didn't take this trade because I didn't see enough strength to take it here because, again, we're in this area of selling. I didn't want to take a trade into that. Instead, I wanted price to kind of come back down, consolidate a little bit before a breakout. Also, if you do notice, higher lows, lower highs, the range is tightening, right? So that's a sign of a breakout. I got alerted of this trade, didn't take it. I did bookmark it though, and I entered around here. So the reason I entered this day is you see this previous area of rejection on this buy candle. I kind of set it up that way where I could buy around there, and I did buy, and I got burned. The first day, I'm not going to lie, I entered with 10,000. I probably exited. I didn't exit, but my position was probably worth around 4,000. But that's okay. That's why I like to scale, right? So the next day I scaled in maybe 20,000, and then I finished my trade scale in the next day for a total of 50,000 scaled in. And if you notice, it worked out. It was a very, very big gap up, and this was a breakout on news as well. if you don't recall, this is when Trump pretty much won the election. Trump is buddies with Elon Musk, the whole deal. So that was the catalyst for this breakout. Worked out very well. And at this time, I did open a Webull account. I'm not a big fan of the free brokers. I like to use interactive brokers. That's the best fills, in my opinion, for options trading. But I opened a Webull account because they were offering a promotion. I believe it was like 3% match or something up to a certain amount. I believe the limit was 50,000, so I deposited that. And I'm gonna pull up that brokerage now. I believe I cropped everything out not to dox myself here, but if I can pull it up, yep, here. So, this isn't like a thing you should expect from options trading. I got pretty, I guess, lucky because I was in the right place at the right time. My algorithm notified me. I was able to pop into this trade really quick, and I did get a good return on this. You can see about a 10x return. This is just proof that it can be done, I guess. I mean, back in the day when I first started about 2 years ago, I would look at these numbers and I'd be like, wow, that's impossible. How does one get to a point where they're trading that much in an account in a single trade? It was unbelievable to me because I had never seen that much money before, right? It just didn't make sense when I would see traders making $1 million in a trade. I couldn't believe it, right? But here it is. This is kind of like not proof, I guess. No one has really bothered me about that. This is just a demonstration that it can be done. With the use of proper tools, with the use of proper charting, easy to read strategies can be implemented for high returns. Just because it's a easy to understand strategy does not mean that you can't make money from it. None of these trades here were particularly difficult to spot. I mean, honestly, anyone could have spotted these trades. Any beginner could have spotted these trades. It's just how you went about taking the trades, right? Did you enter at the right time, right? You had the right idea. Did you implement it properly, right? Yep, so that's pretty much what this video is about. It was just to demonstrate a couple trades, and then this most recent breakout here of interest. I think this is a strong strategy. Breakouts, looking for those consolidations for breakouts is pretty good, just because the RR is good, right? If you have a decent strategy, even not decent, like let's say your win rate's 30%, you can still be profitable just because your RR is so high, right? Anyways, yeah, so that's pretty much how I went about it. Just a little bit of use of my algo, a little bit of popping in, trying out some trades. Tells us, again, in my opinion, pretty easy stock to trade, full of opportunities if you know what you're doing. And yeah, so just to wrap up the video really quickly, all the content on my channel is free. I'm posting this content in my free time just because I believe people should be able to have access to free education from a person in a position that can give it to them, right? Yeah, so all the content on my YouTube channel is going to be free. I don't know if I'm going to do any mentorships, anything like that, just because I don't have enough time, and I don't know if it's worth my time. Not in a disrespectful sense, but I make a lot of money from trading, and I would have to charge a very high fee for a mentorship. And honestly, I just don't have time to do one-on-one mentorships. Someone did message me on Telegram asking if I do one-on-one mentorships and if there's a price for that. And I told them, I'm sorry, I don't do mentorships at this time. I don't have a lot of time on my hands. I'm running a business right now and I'm trading full-time and doing school. It's a lot of stress. I'm not sure if I can manage any mentees, but I'll definitely, if that changes, I'll let you guys know. I do have a free Telegram that I did set up here. It's 100% free. Everything in here is just going to be some trading related. I did mention CPI yesterday just to make sure no one got burned. And I did toss in a little market update here. If you took this trade, I believe you could have made 20 points on ES. I threw this in as I took a trade, and I believe I'm just going to be posting some educational content in there, helping out people with trades and mentioning, if there's a breakout that I see, maybe I'll drop it in the chat. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, make sure to comment, subscribe if you guys like the content. I will be posting semi-regularly And yeah, feel free to join the Telegram. It's free. That's about it. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.